Cody and Lee Johnson going against Pretty Peter Avalon and Cesar. There wasn't a lot of buzz around this one. We follow everything on social, and people weren't really chatting about it. But I think now, after this match, this is another example how Cody is utilizing his platform to build stars in his company. And you follow what's going on after this match. All that anybody could talk about was Lee Johnson. And that to me speaks volumes. This is a guy who struggled all 2000, like throughout his entire AEW career, honestly.
Right.
And to this point, for him to finally get a big win like this, it was a great feel-good moment. And it was one of the defining moments of the entire show.
It really was. It's a great feel-good moment. And, what I love, that just speaks volumes for AEW and the Rhodes family. They're constantly building up talent, and they're so selfless and supportive of other talent, getting in the ring with so new guys. Like we've talked before how we couldn't imagine AEW without the likes of Ricky Starks and Eddie Kingston and, even Matt Sydal, and all these ones that Cody
during his open challenge.
Open challenge. And so Lee Johnson is another one of those stories. And he is all elite now. Tony Khan posted out that he officially is signed. So congratulations to him. He's got the work ethic, man. He looked sharp in the ring. He had that corkscrew over the top rope, the fisherman's neck breaker. Like, he's got some move sets that are very entertaining. And what I really loved about this was, if you watch the Road 2, you got a chance to pull back the curtain with Lee Johnson and really hear about his struggle and his story. And then what even tied it even more together was the emotional promo on the top of the entrance with the Rhodes family, the Nightmare Academy behind them, saying they're supporting. If I'm an up and coming wrestler and I see that behind me, I know I'm in good hands. And so the match itself, to me, is an elite. I'm going to give it an elite but because of the great story of the Lee Johnson. We got to see Cesar, and if you paid close attention to the picture-in-picture, there's a lot of his really heavy-hitting moments. I saw him do a couple big chops on Cody in the picture-in-picture, so I really wish we could have seen some of his bigger moments live versus in the picture-in-picture. So I think they got someone there. Teaming with Pretty Peter Avalon, I'm not sure if that works just yet.
Right.
Just yet. There's always a greater reason. I got my Cody Rhodes shirt right there too, so I had to wear that. And his new shirt also is very nice, for Black History Month. I really like that shirt as well. As I digress, and one last thing about it, I loved how JR said you have to maximize your minutes, and Lee Johnson did that tonight, and
no doubt
he surprised us all.
Yeah, I feel like going away from this match, obviously you and I have talked about this time and again, Cody's such a great platform for other workers. One of the things that I was most impressed by was Cesar Bonini's size and strength. And yes, I agree with you. I would have loved to see maybe him a little bit more during this match. I feel like casual viewers out there are going to see a guy like him. And he dwarfed over Cody, and Cody's not a small guy, man. Cody's been hitting
13 pounds of muscle in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Cody's always hitting the gym, always packing on that muscle, bro. So I think they did something with that. And honestly, when I was watching this match, I was like, man, I would love to see him go against Big Nick, who's another recent Nightmare Family signee. So would love to see that. Maybe this is leading to, Cody and the Nightmare Family having more of a presence on Dynamite. Maybe Cody is going to be allowing some of these other wrestlers on the Nightmare Family to get a little bit more time and get a little bit more rub as associated with him. This to me was a breakout moment for Lee Johnson, though. This is something that we as fans, we talk about here at Dynamite Download a lot, chasing dreams and AEW really being a company that pushes that motto, where Cody himself, do the work. That's his motto, is just do the work. And this is an example, right? Hard work pays off. You got to tip your hat to somebody who doesn't give up, doesn't quit when they're putting in the work and they don't see the results that you would hope for right away. A week, 3 weeks, 3 months down the road, you're still grinding, you're still fighting, you're still scratching, and it's not quite clicking for you.
Right.
You got to tip your hat to somebody who doesn't just walk away and doesn't quit. And that's what success is all about. Continuing the grind day in, day out. And we talk about that with some of the interviews. I mean, we just had a great interview where it really, the recruitment specialist talked to us a lot about how this is their journey, about
do you want to announce it, break the news right there?
No, it's all right. We've talked about it it'll come out tomorrow night, but this is really, this is something that it defines a wrestler's journey. There's a lot of no's. There's a lot of no's that you see, a lot of defeats before you break through. Right. Well, we might as well put it out there. Alex Reynolds, we talked to him yesterday, and not to get sidetracked off of this, but he talked a lot about what it means to put in the work and to feel like you're almost your dreams are gonna slip through your fingers, and not growing complacent, not giving up, continuing to fight for those dreams. Lee Johnson's a great example of that put into action, and tonight was an awesome story for that. So really, really impressed by that. Excited to see where he goes moving forward. I think he has a bright future ahead.